Shalom, shalom, Israel. I want to start by giving all glory and honor and praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHWAH, BAHASHAM, QADASH. I'm the brother I'm from down in Tampa Bay, Florida, from the camp of prophets in Babylon. All right, coming at you with another quick hit through the spirit prayer by Shai. Lord wanted to edify and feed the sheep. Double honors to the elders and apostle, GREATMILLSTONE, who teach you well. Peace and blessings to the brothers who push this work into sincerity, to the scattered abroad. All right. And as you can see in the video, or as in the picture, okay, you have it, this virus, man, okay, or shit, this thingamajiggy that is pretty much something that has accumulated within the masses of the people through Esau's workings and his evil doings, man, or in his deceivable ways. But as you can see, this is something I'm going to go into, man, because a beloved brother Abar had posted this in the chat, man, and it caught my interest, and it was going into that thingamajiggy, man, and how it led to a wide effect on multiple people, as you have seen it over the numerous accounts of years, man, of these months, how multiple people have been affected by it, right? And by that being so, it caught my interest because I watched the video. It's like 3 minutes long, or 2 minutes, 3 minutes long. And these two Edomites, man, they were going into pretty much how this thingamajiggy, okay, I'm going to say, because of the simple fact that what they had pretty much experienced throughout, the discovery that they came up with and did over research, that the effect was it had a certain proton or spike proton within it that affected the people, which we want to get into because I did some research on it, man. And, Lord wanted it to be edifying to you brothers and sisters listening. But pretty much going into how these Edomites had, pretty much went into it, spoke on it, and went into how these things, really affected the masses of the people, and how he supposedly came up with some things using another vaccine, or using certain things similar to the vaccine, okay, and using it to pretty much attack what was stuck and left in the body, okay, if you're following me. But with that, we're going to go ahead and get right into it, and then we're going to bring out the scriptures, man, okay, because this is all going to lead into the scriptures. But this is a quote. He said it in the video. It said, if you had some new strange symptoms, okay, develop after the vaccine, think vaccine injury. Now, I went into the vaccine injury to try to see what was, if that was a certain thing that was being called, okay, because they didn't really address that. They just went on, continuing the video. I went into it. I couldn't really find too much into it. So I said, okay, well, I'll listen to more. But another thing that caught my interest was when he was speaking on, certain topics of, he said he can treat a problem with another problem. And pretty much he didn't say that in words. He said it by saying, using these certain other, what was it? Certain things they called it in the video as you watch it. So pretty much using those certain things to pretty much fight against what was left in the body, right? And then it said, he spoke on different type of effects that these things that were left in the body that was doing to your body, and how it was pretty much in creating inflammation, man. So with that, just going into, I looked up and typed up long COVID, just spelling it out because Esau shutting down and he cramping down on the words nowadays, man. Okay, so we got to play it smart. But pretty much long COVID, all right? And I typed it in and I said, what is long COVID 19? It said some people who have been affected with the virus that causes COVID, okay, 19, can experience long-term effects from their effects, knowing as post, COVID conditions, which they put it under terms of PCC or long COVID, So, so pretty much these people that got it, okay, got that thingamajiggy that prolonged over this time, they got that Jabberwocky, have had certain effects on their body, okay, have had certain health issues, had certain conditions like Bell's Palsy. Recently he had a situation with a famous known singer, Justin Bieber. He had a certain discomfort and whatever you can put it, how you want to put it, to his face, man. It was, pretty much disfigured, man. Okay, his eye was messed up. His face was, had a slur to it. And that's the certain effects by getting that thingamajiggy, man, that Jabberwocky, you see? So that had a long-term effect on certain people, as the dude was going into in the video. And it proceeded on to, I had, did a little bit more research, and it said, it says spike proteins, because he was spoke about those spike proteins were certain things that were pretty much left within those Jabberwockies with what affected the body, and put on, that information within to affecting the other cells that's in your body, the healthy ones at that. But I went into it, says spike proteins that hasn't left your body, which he described, and I'm just explaining them as to be an immortal. Okay, then he said they are triggering inflammation. Okay, so pretty much going into, as he described it, he said these things, these spike proteins were what? Immortal. And I remember me and the brothers, we was doing some research. We went on to BitU, man. If you're not familiar with BitU, it's another site that you can go on and look up certain videos that pretty much, were not available to be on YouTube, right, so to speak. And we went on there, man, and it to simplify everything, pretty much led into a certain thing called hydro, man. And this same effect is broken into this spike protein, man. Okay, and what it did, pretty much, it infiltrated within the body, okay, within the certain cells, and it's starting to overtake the natural cells, and pretty much build upon it, man. So pretty much take over it, all right, for the lack of better words. But it created affections within the body, man. Okay, so it started taking over your DNA. It started to erupt in a numerous ways of taking over. But going on, is that he said they shouldn't be effective or inflamed because there is no virus. Now that's something that had caught my attention, man, when you watch the video. Okay, the dude went into explaining how, these things shouldn't really be in your body because there's no virus, man. Okay, there's no, COV, ID, man. Okay, 19, to pretty much put it in that term. And I was like, what, this devil's just pretty much putting it out there, man. All right, that's how he let you know that what Esau have done, okay, according to, amongst the masses of people, as put out in projected lies, man. Okay, and that's why scriptures talk about never trust our enemy, because these devils have done what? Deceive many, man. Okay, and this being your enemy and you trusting him, he says, like an iron rustler, for his wickedness. Okay, because this devil really truly will show his wickedness and in pretty much any way and every way, man. Okay, one way or another. All right, but pretty much going into that, I looked up a few more things, and then we're gonna go ahead and grab the scriptures. But this all leading to the buildup of what they were saying, man. The importance of this all led to what? Esau's deception, okay, and his deceivable ways, because you got a lot of people who have fallen short to, and especially Jake, man, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American, have fallen short to this Jabberwocky, man. Okay, for trusting their oppressor, and that led to them that being their demise, man. Okay, but I typed in what do spike proteins do in pretty much the COVID-19. It says one of the key biological characteristics of SARS-CoV-2, as well as several other viruses. So this lets you know already that it's other things within this Jabberwocky that these people have rushed so fast to go get, man, due to the fear tactics that Esau has pushed out. You know, he's using his using his the media, using certain social media, using certain platforms to push out, that fear, tactic, to where people were, pretty much being backed up in the corner to where they had no choice. Him taking away certain things that you can go do, all right. Him taking away certain abilities for people to pretty much function the way they want to function, all right, as their normal life. He took it away to where they would have to be cramped up and too pressured to take in that Jabberwocky, all right, which the dude's, spoken in the video, similar to what I said. But, reading on, it said, as well as several other viruses, is the presence of spike proteins that allow, here's the point, these viruses to penetrate whole cells and cause infection. So pretty much what these people who are walking around that has that, have those, boosters and have those Jabberwockies in them, they're walking around, all right, with these spike proteins in them, okay, which is causing affections to their body long term, okay, meaning their body being infected every day, even though there is an invisible enemy, okay. It's an invisible enemy in a way speaking, because at the end of the day, this is no virus, man. So these people are stuck with their mind thinking that they got to still wear these masks, still go get these boosters, go still do certain things that try to treat what is already what was already nothing there in the beginning, you see. But that being a point, man, so let me read this right quick. Okay, that was on that. So yeah, but that being a point, man. All right, we're gonna grab the scriptures, because all this leading up to, you can go watch the video. I'm gonna put it in the description down below, and you can get the full conclusion of the matter. Okay, the whole matter. But we're gonna grab these scriptures, man. Okay, I'm gonna grab this first. This is Psalms 83. I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna get the point. Verse 3, it says, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones, right? Which is us, man. Okay, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American, man. Esau have done what? They sat amongst the tables and they thought about the most craftiest ways that they can do to keep Jake under subjection to their rulership, all right, under their power of certain ways of their kingdom, man. Okay, being so, what is in their minds? They use certain things as recently this Jabberwocky, man, all right, which is leading into another pandemic, okay, another situation, which you can hear. You heard about what the MP, okay, the Mpox, okay, speaking in those terms, all right. They're pulling out their wild cards now, man, because at the end of the day, Esau's kingdom is falling, man. It's falling, and it's shortly coming to its last turns, man. Okay, so with that, they gotta pull out the wild cards. Okay, they're being exposed from these things, exposed to those things. They're like a wild beast being pushed into a corner, man. A wild dog being pushed into the corner, and before they come down with what Revelations 12:12, having great wrath, they're going to still be trying to use certain tactics before they just start letting all hell break loose, man. Okay, but being so, verse 4, it says, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. So, and that's in our enemy's mind. Okay, for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American who aren't aware, these are the certain tactics that they're going to use to cut us off from being a nation, man. All right, when you go into that Georgia Guidestones, all right, when you look it up, they said what they want to do is cut the population down to 500 million. Okay, what do you want to think? What do you think the tactics they're going to use? Okay, to cut those, that number down, man. They're going to use certain tactics as you can see. Okay, you got family, you got shortages of certain things. Okay, you got certain things that's going to accumulate into getting worse, because ultimately these certain things are orchestrated throughout these elites, making these certain pulling these certain strings, I should say, man. All right, but mostly what do they want to do? They want to affect the ones that's in the low. Okay, not even the rich class, just more so of the middle class and the low class. Okay, but in reality, it's going to be all, because at the end of the day, these elites, man, they have a certain way of wanting everyone to come to that subjection of under that NWO, which is that New World Order, man. So that's what they want to coming down to, bringing everything down to dumbing everyone down too, man. But mostly they started for what, Jake, man. That's why when you seen in the beginning of this, with this whole Jabberwocky thing, okay, in the beginning of it, they told you when it came out, when they started speaking on the NWO, they said they wanted to target who? So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American, man. Okay, and more so not even targeting, they said it in a clever way. They wanted to give it to the ones that's, and the ones that, this is the blacks, okay, the Spanish, okay, they wanted to give it to those ones that are going to be in need first, because what, they needed the most, because they had the low positions. Well, ultimately, that was what? That was a gimmick in itself, with Bill Gates and Melinda Gates, man. That was all a part of their agenda as well. And you had a lot of Jakes who fell short to that, because ultimately it led to what? They want to cut us off from being a nation, man. Okay, they want to cut us off from being a remembrance, man. Okay, but being more so, that was the point on that. So leading to this video, there was certain things that's being exposed. All right, that these devils are getting caught up in their actions, man. Okay, you're seeing that they're full of lies. Scriptures talk about the wicked are, not the wicked, but Slakia, that these devils are estranged from the womb speaking lies. So they're estranged from the womb speaking lies, man. They don't know how to tell the truth. They don't know how to pretty much tell you what's right, man. They just know how to lie to you and deceive you, which is, Esau Edom, man, so-called white man. But I'm grab this. This is Job 13 and verse 4. And Lord, one of this is edifying, okay? And in the spirit that you can receive it, man, okay? But Job chapter 13 verse 4 says, but ye are forgers of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value. So as you can see, this Edomite try to proceed more and more to what? Get you to believe that the fact of you're the ones that are caught, that Jabberwocky, and has this long-term effect on them, that he has a term of what? Curing it, but he's using something as according to their system, man. All right. At the end of the day, it's just another requirement of getting something else put within you, man. Rather if it lessens a problem or progresses a problem, either way, it's going to do something to your body, all right, that's going to cause a long-term effect. All right. And that's why you can't trust in these pharmaceutical, facilities, okay, businesses, because why? These things are just a part of what Micah 2 and 10, to pretty much to destroy you, man, with the sword destruction, man. Okay, the part of this is a lot of this, a system to pretty much, depopulate the late Salakia, depopulate the late, the population, man. That's just all a part of their agenda, man. At the end of the day, so being so, Job 13 verse 4, but it says, but ye are forgers of lies. So they're forgers of lies, man. They can't be trusted. Read it on. Ye are physicians of no value. So, you can't trust these devils, man. Okay, neither can you trust the fact of what's being pushed out. Okay, when they say peace and safety, okay, then sort of destruction coming upon you, right? Because what? It sounds good. It sounds good for the moment. until all hell breaks loose, man. Okay, you got Joe Biden, who's putting in those works, okay, who are this gas prices are going down. People think it's a good thing, but in reality, those gas prices is going down is due to because they're harming what other things that leads to your daily way of moving around, which is your car. You see, they're putting less gas in your car, okay, and more of BS, man. Okay, so being so, that's just something you got to be aware of, as well as this devil speaking the way he's speaking, all right, and telling you flat out that pretty much you were just fighting an enemy that wasn't there, man, and you went and got something and put within you that was pretty much foreign to your body. Now it's stuck in your body. A lot of people walk around like damn zombies. Now you know why, because you have something foreign within your body that's not good for you, and it's creating problems in you, man. And it's breaking your body down. That's why people around here dropping like flies, okay? Because their body is fighting against a foreign object, I should say, all right, and not knowing how to defeat it because it's pretty much set up to be immortal in them, okay, for a disease or inflammation to the body. But I'm gonna grab this and close it out, Lord, when this is edifying once again. 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So the Lord put a certain spirit on a certain men, okay, to not be ignorant to these things, of these devices of this devil, man. That's why when they came out with it, man, the Lord didn't have brothers go get that thing, man. Because why? We was aware of this through the spirit and power of BAHASHAM, man. The Lord put us on game, and we was able to see these things through the spirit, you see, which led to us seeing the long-term effects of what these things has caused, to affect the people, man. And we give all glory and praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, BAHASHAM, QADASH, all right, for us, keeping us safe from those things, man. Okay, and that's what's so beautiful about this truth, because the Lord has kept us from, many things, and we depend and trust in the Lord, to save us in those times of affliction. Throughout these troubling times is going to come and increase in these times more, okay? But being so, the Lord put us on the spirit to see these things, man. All right, and by us not being ignorant of it, we was able to see the deceitful ways of this devil, man. That all these simple people who fallen short to trusting in their oppressor, So as you can see in the video, I'm gonna close it up. As you can see in the video, these devils, they conversing with each other and talking. But it just shows you, when you see it in the spiritual eye, man, and hear it, that you just fell for the okie doke, man. And the okie doke led you into a long-term effect. And they told you within the years that people who took in that Jabberwocky have less than 2 years, maybe 3 years to live. Well, here's your long-term effect of seeing why. So with that, Lord, one of y'all, this class is edifying and exhorting to you, Akim and Akwathan is listening. Double honor to the elder apostle, great millstone, teaching me well. Till next time we say, Shalom.